CCR TV, channel of God's love. A warm welcome to all our viewers on this episode of Goenche Tarvotti. We are happy to bring to you today a Goan seafarer from Kunkoli. He is wearing multiple hats besides serving on board the Princess Cruises as executive chef. He joined the cruise liner as a cook and worked his way up to the top. He has made Goan chefs proud by entering the Guinness Book of World Records for baking the largest chocolate mud pie. He is a passionate drummer, and according to him, he is the only drummer in the world today to have 15 colors custom-made kit in the Pearl reference series. Chef Jerry Dias, आमचो गोंयचो तारवोटी, एक वेगळोच असो गोंयकार. जेन्ना शेफ जेरी तारवास सावन देंवता तेन्ना तो आपलो रिकामो वेळ कांतारां घडूंक आनी कोंकणी फिल्मां तयार करून सारता. आयज मेरेन ताची बरींच गाजलोलीं 2 कोंकणी फिल्मां भायर सरल्यांत. एक द विक्टीम आनी दुसरें म्हणल्यार MMS. आनी इतलेंच न्हय, जेन्ना तो तारवार वियाजीक वचना, फिल्मां काडिना, कांतारां घोडिना, तेन्ना तो आपली बायक घेवन भारताच्या सगळ्या प्रांतांनी भोंवडी मारता. अजाप जावपा सारकी गजाल म्हणल्यार शेफ जेरी एक प्रोफेशनल एग्जिक्युटीव जावन तरी तो एक प्रोफेशनल एडवेंचर बायकर. We welcome to our studios today Chef Jerry Dias from Kunkoli. Welcome Chef Jerry.
Welcome. Thank you for having me here.
आमच्या स्टुडियोन तुका आमचो नमस्कार आनी येवकार. खरेंच बरें दिसलें आयज तूं आमच्या स्टुडियोन आयलो देखून. शेफ जेरी बाब, तुजी फेसबूक पेज उगडल्यार न्ही, थंय आमकां शेफ जेरी म्हूण वाचूंक मेळटा तुजी वळख.
करेक्ट.
पूण ताच्या फाटल्यान एक बायकर, एक फिल्म प्रोड्युसर, एक लिरिसिस्ट आनी तसोच एक ड्रामर, अशे वेगळे वेगळे प्रकार तुका तेंकलेले आसतात. जाल्यार हांव नको, पूण म्हाका दिसता तुमीच तुमच्या तोंडांतल्यान तुमची वळख करून दिल्यार खूब बरें जातलें.
Correct. Well, my name is, my full name, माझे आख्खे नाव is Antonio Joaquim Jerryton Dias, Iskolan pasun, and then once I come out of the college, it started Jerry. And from then, when I entered into hospitality industry, the name Jerry stayed on. So then, fude hoita, everyone started to call me Jerry. So I did my schooling in Our Lady of Health High School. My father's name is late Lazarus Dias, Surges Mozadedi. Mami aha maga. So my mother's name is Angelica Silva. Anju mullara kone odkota tika. I have 2 brothers. We are 4 siblings, so 3 brothers and 1 sister. I have 3 beautiful daughters and a beautiful wife. So God has blessed me in many ways. I started in 1996 at sea. But 1991 I started in hotel industry. When I started at sea, from there I moved on, became an executive chef. But somewhere down the line I had this core inside me to do stage acting. But
I see.
Yeah, financial complications, they allow konna. So I had to start working. But I made a point, I write my own songs, I make my own music, I write my own script. And then one day I was decorating a Christmas tree with my daughters, so the idea came inside me, why I cannot have a drum set. And the idea of having the drum set was because Jadna maka drum shinkong da alne, I said to my mom, I want to be a drummer. Mami mutpa lagle, baba, 500 rupiya, 500 rupiya drum set hai na. So that day, way back in 1988, I made a promise to myself, one day I will make the world's best drum kit. And God bless, today I am the only person in the world who have a custom made 15 color in one series Pearl reference drum kit.
And all this spark to be a drummer, to have the best drum kit, started when you saw the small miniature drums which we hang on the Christmas tree, as you said. Am I right?
Yes,
Have I got it right?
correct, absolutely.
So it was a small spark that went off to become such a big flame in you. Am I right?
Exactly.
So today you hold the record of having the 15 color
Custom made drum kit. Yeah. Took 4.5 years in total to prepare
to
it.
get the entire kit together.
Yeah.
Amazing, Chef Jerry, amazing. I have never heard a person who is a chef turning out delicacies in the kitchen and then at the same time during your spare time going and drumming yourself way to glory.
Yeah, that is actually the joy, your inner joy.
बरं आता सुरुवात करची म्हणल्यार एक एक्झिक्युटिव्ह शेफ तूं जाल्यार
Yes.
ह्या प्रोफेशनान तुमचें क्वॉलिफिकेशन कितें तुमी इन्स्टिट्यूशनांतल्यान पास जावन आयल्यात दुसरी हातून गेल्यात आनी कशे तरेन तुमी गोंयांतूच एक्झिक्युटिव्ह शेफ जाले
Initially, I wanted to do IHM and management करपाक जाय आसलें मम्मी कडेन पयशे आसोंक ना तेन्ना it was very difficult way back in 88 it was very difficult to get in so I studied in Father Agnel's Margao. Yeah, I did my course. When I did my course, my first job was Woodlands. I will never forget. God bless all of them. They were so nice, and from there I started off.
Okay.
So from there, I did one thing very good for myself. Every salary I buy one book. Every salary I get, I buy one book. And today in my house, I don't have artifacts, but I have a whole layout of books.
What books do you go into?
Culinary books.
Okay, all culinary books.
And from there I learned because I couldn't afford to do the degree. And from there I learned, and whatever I learned from the books, I present it to my chefs.
Okay.
And never looked back. And I kept climbing the ladder up.
So, in other words, can we say, Jerry, taking your example as a benchmark, that where there is a will, there is a way?
Absolutely.
You are a perfect example of that.
100%.
How many books do you have in your collection of now? I must come to see it one day.
Anytime. I probably should have books worth 5 lakhs. In my house.
Amazing.
My first book was 80 rupees.
I don't think any of your Facebook friends know this other side of Chef Jerry.
No, not many.
Let's reveal more things today. Am I right? माझा एक सांग गोंयांत इतली 5-star हॉटेलां आसतना त्या टायमार ट्युरिजम इंडस्ट्री ब्लूम जायत येताली इतले आसोन आनी तुजो करियर गोंयांच फुलोवचें सोडून तुवें तारवाची वाट कशी दवरली आर यू अ सेकंड जनरेशन seafarer or are you a first generation seafarer in your family?
I am the second generation. My grandfather was a seafarer. Yeah, but coming back to the point, the hotels in Goa, Italy 5-star hotel, during our days, there were very few. Poile ahle Mazorda. Then there was in south, there was in south and north and Taj. And it was almost impossible to get in there. I have done 2 years in Caravella.
So you tried your way there, but
all
you
the
could
way.
not succeed.
And it was not easy because Goa did not had the infrastructure that there. तेन्ना पासून आमकां हो infrastructure नासलो, like the guidance, how to get in there. You know, because everyone else were controlling it. आमकां फकत lower jobs मेळटाले, like outside, do the cleaning and all the stuff. And it was not easy. But somehow we made it.
Fine, because at the management level they were outsiders and they were not giving a scope for the Goan.
Absolutely no.
So situation was something like that.
I can vouch for that. But it was difficult. It was not impossible.
Okay.
It was difficult.
Not difficult.
Yeah.
Tell me something, Chef Jerry. Which was the first cruise ship that you took up a first assignment on? Do you remember?
Yes.
And which year was it?
I have the date. October 10,
okay.
1995, Song of Norway, and the port was Miami. And the company was Royal Caribbean Cruise Lines.
What did you join there as?
I joined as a cook, like the very base. Those days they used to call galley utility, like basically the trainee.
Yeah.
The American terminology. So I was a trainee in 1996, October. And in 1999, 1st of November, I was a junior sous chef. I worked 16, 17 hours that day, that
So
year.
sous chef is nothing but an assistant to the executive chef. Am I
no,
right?
No,
Oh.
It's couple more ranks down.
Couple of more ranks down.
Yeah,
Okay.
sous chef is like one area.
Mhm.
Like you will have 2-3 departments inside the
So
kitchen.
if you could go to that level in a matter of just 3 years, it was quite amazing, I should say, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it was very tough, but I had
You had it in you.
I wanted to be there.
Okay, good. That's another inspiration for youngsters who are watching this program
Yeah.
of us. You know, you wanted to be there, you said. So where there is a will, there is a way, and you found your way out.
Now I have
Yeah,
one tagline,
Mm-hmm.
and I read it somewhere. Apologies, I don't remember where it is. And this is my message to all the youngsters: believe in yourself. If you believe in yourself, that's it. That's the key.
Yeah. Chef, tell me, right from the time you took up your first job on the cruise ship, as you said,
Yeah,
on 10th October
1996.
96. Now to this position, a prestigious post
Yes.
of an executive chef. How long was that journey? How challenging was that journey?
It was 14 years. I worked with one of my great chefs from Swiss. Actually, to be honest, I worked with very great chefs, many of them. One of them changed my life. I am not sure if he's still alive. His name was Horst Rachel. He's a Swiss chef. He said to me one thing: Jerry, just because an executive chef likes you and give you the position, don't take it unless you are ready for it. So what I did, it took me 14 years to become executive chef. I make sure that I work in every single department of the kitchen. Whereas departments in terms of to make one plate, there are different items to it.
Correct.
So सगळ्यांचा हात असतं ते plating.
Right.
So to do that,
Absolutely.
now I can do all those items.
Even in the absence of the other subordinate stuff.
Yes.
In other words, you have the all-round experience of all the other departments of the kitchen
Before becoming the chef.
before becoming the chef.
So nobody can.
So
fool
your
around.
confidence level is that at the top.
At the top. And to this point, to this date, I can challenge any executive chef in the world. I might not be better than them, but I have the confidence to stand with them.
Absolutely. That is important.
That is right. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
When I say the word challenge, it's not to challenge their credibility.
Correct.
I have the guts to stand next to them. That much confidence I have.
Shoulder to shoulder.
Some can daring.
Tell me something, Chef Jerry, and this is a very specific question. To work as an executive chef in a 5-star or a 7-star hotel on land, and to work as an executive chef on board a luxury cruise liner,
Yeah.
Antun farak kite hai? What is the difference and what is the major kind of a thing there?
There's the difference is like two sides of the coin.
Oh, I see.
Two different worlds.
Two different worlds.
Complete different worlds. Whereas in a hotel, you've got the luxury of time. You know, as an executive chef, the responsibility is a different level. Whereas on a ship, you work on time. You have to serve, like let's say a frame 30 minutes, you have to serve 3,000 meals, you got to serve that. You do not have yes, no, maybe no. You have to. Come what may. So you are on a smaller ship which has 1,800 or 2,000 guests. You serve per day 12 to 15,000 meals a day. So the pace, I would say in this way, the title is the same, but there are two different sides. One is executive chef, the other one is also an executive chef, but the pace that the executive chef works on the ship is far different than the pace that executive chef works on land in the hotels.
You just spoke about thousands of guests. Yes, every cruise ship hosts about thousands of people on board, and they are all high-end guests, where they look forward for that level of standard luxury quality. Just besides, there are crew and officers.
Correct.
So, as an executive chef, how do you manage your day-to-day menu schedule?
Yeah, the menu schedules we work on weekly basis or a weekend basis. Like the preset is done by the corporate office.
Okay.
Yeah. So the corporate office have the preset like a guideline. But as an executive chef, you need to make sure what's there on the paper is delivered 100% public health, safety. So the food has to be safe because
Correct.
कितें जाल्यार कितें आसता बोट एकूच आसता न्हू.
Oy.
You can't go to the like a specialty hospital or
No.
whatever. So the
And you are on
risk
the high seas.
the risk is very high. So the food that goes out has to be 100% safe. So that is the concern. So we have logistics, like every department, like in the head office, there's a culinary department that takes care of all the menus sent to the ship, and we have to execute them.
Okay, and that's what you do with your team.
Yeah.
How challenging is this job on a day-to-day basis? Because the number is not small. It's a huge number running into thousands of guests.
The biggest ship that I worked, 4,600 guests, 1,600 crew members. So the job is absolutely stunning. It's challenging.
You are always on your toes,
Basically 24/7.
24/7.
Yeah. But when I say 24/7, I should not be misunderstood. There is a schedule to work, but I have people working in a night shift. I am not, as an executive chef on the ship, is not responsible only for food. As an executive chef, I am responsible for the safety of my team. Because team buri alleru kam jatale no.
Oy.
Otherwise, the job is not going to be accomplished.
So how do you manage all these schedules, the time schedules, the quality of the food, the safety aspect, and at the same time, presentation of your service to that level of luxury?
Like, okay, every service, breakfast, lunch, tea time, dinner, midnight buffet, every service has a time frame. Like breakfast would be open from 7 to 9, let's say it.
And I suppose it's very strict, no? The timings are very strict.
100%. You
Yeah.
cannot go
That is
back.
how you can manage your time schedules.
Yeah.
You cannot overlap the time.
No,
Either the host or the guest also.
cannot. We
Both
have to be.
keep it.
We have to be. Come what may be, we have to open on time.
And close on time.
Yeah. Closing, we a little bit of a leeway because sometimes the guests wake up late or whatever. But if the breakfast opens 7, I need to make sure I'm there by 6 to make sure whatever food is going out for breakfast is checked.
Okay.
So that's how I maintain the quality. But then to maintain the quality, I need to make sure, like Daniel and Jerry, I need to make sure Daniel is okay. I have one skill, God bless. God has given me one skill. I can sense if someone is not happy or not okay. I go around with my shoulder like, is everything okay? Do you want a few minutes of rest? I take them into confidence. I say, okay, go sit for a while. I'll do your job, come back. So I give them the assurance that I care. And that is one of my key that God has blessed me with.
This is one part of it, and I think that's an additional quality that you have got. It's a gift of God.
Absolutely.
Am I right?
100%.
Tell me something. When a cruise liner has thousands of people coming from different nationalities, different taste of cuisines, and different, preferences, different idea of food, how do you manage this and how do you please everybody? Because finally, everything also, at least a part of your thing, service counts on what feedback the guest is giving you. Am I right?
Yeah, that is
So how do you
important.
manage this?
So like, let's say on a cruise, there are, but the majority of them is American. So what we do, the menu is preset. Let's say the chicken, beef, pork, whatever is on the menu. If Daniel does not like it, Daniel, we have a system called, like Daniel had to speak to the restaurant manager.
Okay.
Those,
His preferences.
yeah, and say, listen, I can't eat pork, I can't eat beef. Can you please ask the chef to make a vegetarian?
Okay.
And what the restaurant manager does, he comes back to me and say, yeah, definitely. So we try to minimize the damage and we do personalized service.
Kind of adjustments
We have to.
from the set menu and the
Yeah.
set thing.
Because at the end of the day, people only care. I mean, they enjoy, they have fun, but they need to eat. So we need to make sure they eat.
म्हाका एक सांग शेफ जेरी केन्ना तरी तुवें एक वियाजीचेर ऑन अ वॉयज एक खास जेवण वेगळेंच कितें क्विजीन करून तुज्या गॅस्टांक दादोशी करून ताणें तुमकां पर्सनली शाबासकी दिल्या जायते फावट दिल्या आसतली पूण तुजी एक दोन यादोस्तीक अशी आमकां शेअर कर.
Yeah, actually, yes. I have a couple of
एक घोडे एवरी क्रुजाक आसतलेंच नो डाउट
Every
अबाउट
cruise
इट
आसा, but
पूण
I-
एक दोन खास तुवें आमकां शेअर
I
करपाक जाय कशें
दोन
कितें
दोन
केलें
सांगपाक शकता तुका. There is a world renowned professional chocolatier, Mr. Norman Love, like American. He has the world's one of the best chocolates. He came on board and he liked Indian cuisine, preferably Goan.
ओके
आतां हांव कोत्तलो कितें, मोकोडे गोंयकार कूक कोणूच नासलो त्या दिसा. So I made kafriel, I made vindaloo, I made prawns pulao, and I made kaldi. Na 4 dishes केले, and they liked it so much. I still have. They give me a beautiful gift of personalized chocolates on my name. This is not the money. Besides the money part, the tips, the personalized gifts is worth millions. So that was one. And then second time, आमची गोंयकार येयली from Canada. They were cruising, husband and wife, Northachi. So they say, Baba, they found out somehow that I'm from Goa because there is a bio displayed. The chef is from Goa.
Yeah.
So yes, Baba, शाण्या आमकां कितें दी मरे आमचें जेवण. I felt very nice. आमची कोणी
व्हाट अ ग्रेट फिलिंग
So I म्हणलें तुमी हातोली कितें म्हणलें आमकोडे चोय बांगडे ताल्ले ना. I just made them laugh a little bit. कितेंय कोर रे शाण्या. So I made them just simple. घारासून आतां वयताना चेरीसां वयलीं कोणाक सांगनाका. So I took some sausages and I made a sausage pulao, only sausage pulao. They cried. They literally cried. हांक्यान दवरलो म्हाका फोटो, बाबा देव बेसांव घालूं, God bless you. That was the turning point, that gives you the motivation. Baba, you do something nice for someone, they appreciate.
Actually, I was to ask you a specific question की तुवें गोवन मेनू तुजे हाचेर इंट्रोड्यूस केला काय म्हण, but you answered the question by
No,
default.
I do it. हांव कितें करता, like in a buffet, we have a section like international cuisine. हांव एक तरी डिश गोंयची घालताच 100%.
आतां
एक
अशे तरेन सिट्युएशन येता तेन्ना तुजे अंदर कितलो स्टाफ आसा आनी कितले डावन द लायन कुक्स आसात जे इमिजिएटली वन्स यू गिव देम द इंस्ट्रक्शन पास डावन द ऑर्डर्स दे oblige?
The largest number so far I've handled is 320. Oh, yeah, 340 actually. There's 280 cooks and 60 galley cleaners, which is साफ करचे पडटा न्हू. So ते आसता. And I just wanted to touch one more point there. Special cuisine म्हणटाना तें गोंयचें जालें न्हू. I am one of the only chefs I tried and I worked with molecular gastronomy. So that is an extreme version.
Like what exactly is that?
So like
can you tell our viewers in a very simple
exactly
down
like simple like it just is a bottle of olive oil. You can turn olive oil into powder with a technique, right? And the sauce that you're having, let's say ketchup, I can turn the sauce into little pearls, so that like little molecule, like basically in a layman term you call it caviars. So you could do that. So I did that, and जायते tipsy मेवले म्हाका, and I could buy more tools and I learned more into that. So that is also I am known for molecular gastronomy.
Okay. म्हाका एक सांग शेफ जरी, केन्ना तरी तुवें तुज्या ह्या किचन डिपार्टमेंटान इमर्जन्सी लायक सिट्युएशन फेस केलाय जेन्ना the guests are too many, say for a Christmas or a New Year party, and how did you come out of the situation?
Oh my God, I mean, that was one of the toughest thing that I had. During Christmas कितें आसता सर, भुरगे न्हू joining जायना आनी भुरगे sign offूय जायना. कित्याक company has a restriction, they call it blackout periods.
I see.
Because कित्याक traveling flights, all logistic is not supporting.
Yes, correct.
So I had to operate 3,200 guests on board, okay, and we were 16 cook less for Christmas, New Year dinner. So now the guest doesn't care whether you are lost.
Absolutely.
So I had to prepare the entire Christmas and New Year menu with 16 people less. So how I'm going to do it? So what I did with my team of management, we cooked something special for them. I allowed them and we all sit and we eat. And I said, look guys, there is no two ways about it. We come together, we live together. So आम्ही एकदा कामाक येवपाक लागले आणि एकदा काम सोडून गेले. And to my surprise, the response I got, the hugs and kisses and prayers was awesome, because we all look after each other. And that is one of the key that some of the chefs forget to understand. You need to make sure you look after your team, because that is what makes you strong.
And when you talk about the team here in respect of cruise ships, whether it is kitchen department, whether it is engineering department, deck department, it is one thing is absolutely clear, and that is they are from different nationalities.
Oh, yes.
How you gel them together, how you blend them together, and how you get the best out of them.
The key to that, and like for example, there are Africans, there are Filipinos,
Yes.
there are Eastern Europeans. So you need to understand first what their mindset is.
Their psychology.
Yeah. First, I always talk to them where they come from and what they like, what they don't like. Like for instance, I'll give you one just incident. Some Filipinos, some part of Philippines, you can't talk to them like this.
I see.
Or you can't point a finger.
Okay.
They will hold a finger. They go panic attack.
Huh?
They hold us, don't point on, they will go crazy on you. Some people doesn't like say, yeah, yeah. That means a very different meaning to Europeans. So every nationality, after years of experience, I figure it out.
Yes.
So I think I'm busoita, and I give them the assurance, listen, come to me, talk to me. You feel something, you want to say something, talk to me. And then the situation automatic calm down.
In other words, you make them feel at home first.
Yeah, they can.
You
talk
win
to
their
me.
confidence.
They can talk to
And
me.
then they'll
anytime.
do anything for you.
Anything.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Tell me something, chef. It's a fast-changing world, especially in the food sector, and
Yeah.
more so after the pandemic. People's food habits have changed. People talk about healthy food eating
Oh, yes.
habits, gluten-free food, and sugar-free, and fat-free, all
Vegan.
these things. Vegan,
Yeah.
non-veganism, all that thing come. Considering all this, and you are catering to an international
Yeah.
guest count and guest. How challenging is this to make everybody happy and please everybody?
It is actually indeed very challenging.
How do you keep this, updated yourself on the trends of the changing food habits?
Like the company that I'm working for now, Princess Cruise Line, I'm very grateful for them. We have a system, like the restaurant manager goes around the tables the night before.
Okay.
So like, okay, here Mr. Daniel, that's a menu for tomorrow.
Oh.
What would you like from the menu? And if you don't like something from here, what would you like us to prepare for you? So first thing in the morning, for the whole day, we have a list of special orders. Munche kona kiti, huiche table ar kiti raite amka list heta. So then I go through the list. Then I said, okay, Daniel, tujhe come. Okay, Jason, that is your job. Okay, Jerry, that is your job. So then I distribute the workload.
Okay.
Alongside the normal job.
But prior to that, this homework is done, going at a very personal level with the guests.
Yeah.
Showing them the next day's menu and asking for their preferences. Is
Yes.
it okay with them?
Yeah.
So in this case, you are getting some breathing space
Breathing space, yes.
to prepare yourself. Am I
Correct,
right? And
correct.
that's where you score above it.
Correct.
Okay?
And then I go, and then I go to the tables.
I see.
I cannot go to every single table every day.
Right.
But every day I touch different tables to check, Daniel, how is everything? Is there something that you want us to do for you? Or would you like something that we prepare for you and your family?
Sounds very interesting, chef, and I can just imagine how you must be going at it at this rate. Am I right? Tell me, what is the most exciting part of you serving as an executive chef on a cruise liner?
I'm a very humorous person. I love stage presence. So I always make a joke with them. I say, look, first of all, let me make it very clear to you. You are having a very expensive meal, and they look at your face. Do we have to pay? No, you don't have to pay. I said the executive chef is preparing for you. So that you break the ice. And when an executive chef prepares for them, the word itself, that gives them a little bit of a confidence that the chef cared.
Okay.
So once they know that the chef cares, that's the key. They're happy.
They are relaxed.
They're relaxed. And they go speak to another 10 people. That 10 people will go and speak to another 100 people. So that at the end of the day, they know there's a chef who cares.
Chef, म्हाका एक सांग, इतली वर्सां क्रूज लायनराचेर सर्वीस करून
Yeah.
तुमी कसलो अनुभव जोडला आनी तुमकां कितें चड आवडटा? When I say कितें चड आवडटा, I mean with respect to your work.
what I like about my job,
तुजो अनुभव कितें इतल्या वर्सां?
म्हजो एक्सपिरियन्स म्हणजे कितें सकाळचें आतां लायक माय डेली रुटीन. आय एम अ टायम फ्रेम पर्सन. सो ड्युटी सॉंग जाल्यार 5 उठोंकूच जाय. सो दॅट इज द डिसिप्लीन दॅट आय हॅव एक्सपिरियन्स्ड. आनी तो अनुभव सारको फूल काडना आनी आख्ख्या रोगतांचोन रिगला म्हणल्यार जाता टायम. Discipline to be punctual. That is the best key I could take from all these years of experience.
And this is what you observe or you do from the day you sign on till the day you sign off.
Yes, sir.
And you also expect the same things from your subordinate staff?
I can expect, but
You cannot impose it.
considering the post-pandemic structure
Things
and the
have-
behavior, things have changed. And one of the biggest challenge we actually forget to discuss is the medical. I have 10 people in a team, let's say 10.
Mhm.
If one of them is sick, the job is still the same.
I see.
The job is not less. So 9 people has to do the job of 10. Sometimes there are 3 people sick, so 7 left.
They are managing that.
Yeah, so we have to manage with the 7. So what happens is, after post-pandemic, the situations have changed. Medical comes and play a big role. So we have to be very careful. Now, young kids go into depression. The young kids go into anxiety.
Okay. All this are part of the cement life.
Yes, and one of the biggest, I would say, like, I would not say the word pandemic. The biggest structure that damages the entire process is the mental health. आमी सगळें इसोत्ता मनशाची भलायकी, the mental health is the top priority right now. कित्याक तूं केन्ना सुट्टलो, केन्ना बरो आसत तुजें, यू कॅनॉट एक्सप्रेस. हांव सांगूंक सोदिना आसलो, पूण हांव एक एक्सपिरियन्स सांगता.
Please.
There was a Thailand boy, ताचे कडेन उलोवंक जायना आसलें. So the guy couldn't speak properly. And there was a Filipino boy always make fun out of him. And अरे कितें उलयता, तो भुरगो ताका पांयां पडलो, don't make fun out of me, I don't like it. तेंचे इतलें पयस पावलें, the guy made so much fun. एक दिसा काडली तेणें किचनांतली सुरी, गेलो तेच्या कॅबिनान, देरार मारलें आनी चाप करून मारलें तेजो, घोमटोच कातरलो. Lucky the boy survived. What I am trying to say, मनशाची तोकली सुटल्यार केन्ना सुट्टली, केन्ना कितें जाता तें जायना. So right now the biggest and the most important point आमी विसरता तो mental health. भलायकी आसल्यार you can always do a job. भलायकी आनी job, you do it. But we are forgetting ourselves. आमी बरें जाल्यार आमची फॅमिली बरी आसतली.
सारकें.
हांव बरो आहा, फॅमिली बरी आहा, then I will do a very good job. Some places they do the job first and forgetting themselves.
Neglect the health.
Cannot do that. Don't do that. Your health comes first. Then comes your family. Then the job. Don't do the other way around. Jobs comes the third. First your health, second the family, and third the job.
Chef Jerry, I have a very specific question for you.
Please.
आतां तुमी जाणात तुवें इतलीं वर्सां एट टॉप लेवल काम केलें इन अ क्रूज लायनराचेर किचन डिपार्टमेंट. आमचे गोंयचे जायतेच भुरगे वेगळ्या वेगळ्या डिपार्टमेंटांनी वेतात आनी चडशे हॉस्पिटॅलिटीन वेतात वेन इट कम्स टू क्रूज लायनर्स. जाल्यार आमची गोंयची शिंकलेलीं चेडवां म्हणुया, फिमेल्स, young ladies, young girls who are also educated in various, professional lines. Why are they not taking this jump onto this seafaring profession as on a cruise liner, cruise ship, or whatever that may be? Why? And how safe is this particular profession for our young ladies on board the ship as of now? Because none have ventured so far.
Yes.
At least as far as Goa is concerned, and Goenche history is very big as far as seafaring is concerned.
Loyal people.
Loyal people, trusted people,
Yeah.
people of integrity, honesty, everything is considered. All plus points are with us.
Correct.
तोरूय आमची अजून शिंकलेलीं चेडवां हॉस्पिटॅलिटीन जावं in the kitchen department as chefs or whatever you may call it.
No, any
are not
department they
venturing.
could go.
Yeah.
One thing I want to assure all our viewers here, आनी खास करून आमचे गोंयच्या आवय बापायक, हांवूय एक बापूय, म्हाका तिगां चेडवां आहा. It is extremely safe. It is extremely safe to work on board the ships. Now the company that I'm working for, Princess, the safety of women is priority, not just women, for all crew. So if you are trying to make a career at sea, do a little bit of a background check of the company, do how the operation is done, and one thing, म्हणजे sir, किती असता, the person, whether the man or a woman, young chodo, young chado, they should be committed what they want in life. First, they have to set the goal. If they want to work on ship, I'm more than happy to guide them to join the process, because our company does not charge any money. 1% rupiah company charge konna free of charge. If you have the qualification, if you have what it takes to be there at sea, please join at sea. It is a wonderful thing for you, but be ready. It's not a piece of cake. It's a tough job. It is very tough. There will be no your mama, there will be no your papa to come and take you to school or bring you back or feed you or wash your clothes. No, you got to do everything on your own. Basically, working on ship is being on your own.
So this advice you are giving, especially to our young women who perhaps have a desire,
Oh yes.
but situations don't permit them. They can still make a career on the ship, as you said.
Yeah, actually on the
Because it's
26th
very
right
safe,
now.
you said, and it is very
100%.
100% safe.
100% safe. And
So if Chef Jerry says it,
Yes.
we take it as the Bible truth.
I'm right now, the last ship that I had 28 ladies working with me. 28. And one of them was just 23.
Unfortunately, not a single one from our land, Goa.
No. Not a single, but a lot of young girls from India.
Other
Like
states.
other states of
Exactly,
India, yeah. But I'm telling हांव सांगता आमच्या गोंयच्या भुरग्यांक चेडवांक, it is 100% safe. If you need any guidance, if you need any help, I can guide you through properly to join the correct channel. वांकड्या रस्त्यान वचनाका.
Correct.
एक मात उगडास धरत. You want to join the ship? सारक्या रस्त्यान चल्ल्यार कोणूच लागचो ना. You do your job, go home. That's it. Nobody is your friend.
Coming back to your department, the kitchen department, tell us, Chef Jerry, जो एक गोंयचो भुरगो क्रूज लायनराचे जॉइन जावंक सोदता आनी खास करून किचन डिपार्टमेंटान
Okay.
ताची घड एक सपनां आसतली एक दीस वयर पावपाचो तांकां तूं कसली तयारी करूंक एडवायस कोत्ताय म्हणजे शिकपाचे बाबतींत कोर्सीस एड्युकेशनल क्वॉलिफिकेशन जे वरवीं ते किचन डिपार्टमेंटान वचून फुडाक तांचें प्रोग्रेशन जावंक शकता. They can progress to the next high level.
Correct. Like if you
What
do
would you advise them?
the basic advice would be do a basic culinary study, like either a diploma or a degree. If you do a degree, it is well and good, because that helps you to grow further higher.
Absolutely.
Diploma has a level.
Mhm.
Once you do that, join a 5-star hotel. Now, the reason the company asking for a 5-star hotel experience is an exposure to different cuisine, different types of services, different types of equipment. So on the ship, everything,
Absolutely, yeah.
So if you do that, you must put a line for yourself. Baba, what you want to be? You want to be a baker? Tuka poder raungda, you want to be a pastry? You want to be a butcher? You need to first put in yourself what you want to be. The biggest problem right now, amche goinche burge, they want to be master of all the trades. Baba, slow down. Take one trade at a time. Be a master of that trade. You will reach the heights.
Okay.
You will definitely reach the heights. Ata minimum requirement for now, for all our viewers also, you need to have the STCW courses, which is the safety courses. You need to have a seaman book. You need to have a seafarer's ID card. These are the three main things. Plus, if you want to join prestigious company like mine, you need to have at least a diploma and a 5-star working experience. Kiti astanu sir, when you go for a US visa, they do the background check.
I see.
They check whether Daniel is really working in Leela's or is not working.
And it's very easy now. थोडी
Yeah.
वर्सां हे जायनासलें
Online, online you can check
Yeah,
everything.
with the communication
yeah.
channels being very open, it is possible now.
It's very possible.
Within no time, that too. At
we-
jet speed.
within an hour you get all
Exactly, all the
information,
information.
just on the number.
म्हाका एक सांग शेफ जेरी, आमचो टायम सोंपत येता आनी म्हाका जायतेच कितें तुजे कडसून खोणून काडपाक जाय. आय एम युजींग द वर्ड खोणपाचें, अंडरस्टँड?
Okay.
So, you know what? आतां सद्याक तुज्या क्रूज लायनराचेर प्रिन्सेस क्रुजाचेर कितले गोंयकार तुज्या सांगातान वावुरतात मे बी वेरियस डिपार्टमेंट नीड नॉट बी द किचन डिपार्टमेंट ओनली
किचन द लास्ट शिप आय हॅड गोंयकार आमी
आनी तुमी न्ही तर गोंयकारपण कशें सांबाळटात हाचेर थोडो उजवाड शॉर्ट
दॅट इज व्हेरी क्लोज टू माय हार्ट आमी 10 जाण गोंयकार आहले किचनान टोटल आनी बाकीचे सगळे मेळून गोंयकार 18 गोंयकार आहले वॉट आय गोंयकार कोण म्हणल्यार हांव उमेदीन इरमाव कसा कोंकणी भाशेन राप कोत्ता बरें दिसता जिवाक बरो घरा बरी आमी सगळीं दीस इज माय लायन आय यूज घरा बरी आमी सगळीं आनी तेंच न्हू सर इट टचीज युअर हार्ट बिकॉज एवरी वन नोज इंग्लीश हाय हाव आर यू गुड मॉर्निंग थोडे गोंयकार कोंकणी उलोवंक लोसता आय विल बी व्हेरी हॉनस्ट पूण हांव सोबे मादार उलयना कित्याक म्हाका मॅनेज करचें पडटा बाकीचे सगळे अदर डिपार्टमेंट आसता न्हू दुसरे गांवचे भुरगे आसता बट वन थिंग आय डू इरमाव केसा बाबा घरा बरी आमी सगळीं आय मेक शुअर आय से दीस लायन
गुड
आनी तेन्ना तें गोंयकारपण इल्लेशें तरी वता मागीर तेन्ना तें कितें करता आनी हाडून दिता मागीर
हाडून दितात केन्ना तरी तुमी सगळे एकठांय जावन कसल्याच गोंयच्या फेस्ता पोरबेक सांगातान येवन सिंग अ सॉंग प्रोग्राम केला ओ धाकटुली स्किट्स केल्या
मेनी
गोंयकारपण जिवें दवरपाक
आयज
आनी
पासून
तूं एक गिफ्टेड रायटर लिरिसिस्ट म्हणटच म्हाका दिसता तूं हें कोत्ता आसतलो
आमी गोंयचे साहेबाचें हेस्त कोत्ता हांव तेर्स कोत्ता वांगडाक सगळे कांतारां म्हणटा गिटार आमचे मीस म्हणपाक आमकां जायना न्हू सो बाकीचे आमी सगळें कोत्ता तेस कोत्ता रोजार कोत्ता कांतारां म्हणटा आनी आमची गोंयची पॅटिसां चेरीस पाव पुलाव आमी हें कितें तरी करून आमचें गोंयकारपण थिंगा सांबाळटा
तेच कोत्ता म्हणलें हाचेर म्हाका एक बरो प्रस्न म्हाका याद जाली कित्याक जायत्यांचें मन अशें आहा की जे कोण टारवार आसतात तांचें रिलिजियस सायड यू नो देअर स्पिरिच्युअल लायफ इज नॉट व्हेरी स्ट्रॉंग नॉट व्हेरी स्टेबल तर तुमी तुमचें स्पिरिच्युअल लायफ तारवोटी कशें सांबाळटात आतां गोंय आहा तेन्ना आमी संडेचे तरी मिसाक वेता एक कॅथलीक गोंयकार तारवोटी थंयसर तुमचें हें तुमी स्पिरिच्युअल जिवीत आत्मीक जिवीत कशें सांबाळटात आनी कशें जिवें दवरतात
हांव फट मारचो ना हांव जेन्ना समटायम्स यू गेट व्हेरी टायर्ड हांव तेन्ना इल्लोसो तेस कोत्ता हांव सांत आंतोनीक मानता सेंट आंतनी आनी हांव पयलो बाप पुत्र आनी पवित्र आत्म्याक नमन कोत्ता तांकां तीन आमचे बाबा नमन बऱ्यो म्हाजे डेली चालूच आसता खंयच्या टायमार हांव सेट टायम आसना आनी आतां म्हणल्यार पासून इवन नाव आय ऑलवेज गो अरावंड विथ दीस
व्हेरी गुड
आनी हो म्हज्या बॉल्सान सद्दांच आसता एन्ड आय लीव माय कॅबीन आय डू सायन ऑफ द क्रॉस
म्हाका दिसता हें पळय तुवें आतां बॉल्सांतलें काडून दाखयलां
हांव हें दाखोवपाक म्हणून हाडूंक ना बट म्हज्या सांगात
जायते जाणांक ते स्फूर्ती दितले इन्स्पिरेशन दितले नीड नॉट बी नेसेसरी तारवोटीज ओनली बट ऑल दोज हू आर वॉचिंग दीस प्रोग्राम
केन्नाय हांव कोत्ता एक टायम असलो येता न्हू घरा फोन मारलो बायल मेवना भुरगीं मेवना भिरांत दिसता भायर गेल्यार सव पावून तें उदक देवाचे शिवाय कोणूच ना गॉड इज द ओनली ट्रूथ आय एम नॉट गिवींग रिलिजियस टॉक पूण कितें आसता आमकां आधार इट इज अ फॅक्ट इट इज माय परसेप्शन एंड नोबडी शूड टेक इट एनी अदर वे दीस इज माय परसेप्शन दीस इज माय ओपिनियन आय फील कम्फर्टेबल दॅट्स इट
थँक यू फॉर शेअरिंग दॅट शेफ जेरी म्हाका एक सांग आतां तूं गोंया आयलाय सुटयेर कितलो म्हयने म्हणो तेंप म्हणो
वीक्स
वॉट शूड आय से वीक्स जाल्यार ही सुटी तूं कशे भाशेन सारपाची तुजी इच्छा आसा आर यू गोइंग टू रायट अनदर स्क्रिप्ट फॉर अ फिल्म आर यू गोइंग टू कंपोज सम सॉंग्स or are you going to drum your way?
Talking about songs, I am the first Goan actually. I like to be in that category to launch music on iTunes in 2010. Yeah. So I have a script, but kite asta sir support na. To make a good quality film, you need good amount of money, and which is Goan infrastructure amka to support dina.
Technical team.
Yeah, very expensive. But to make a film is okay. Post production is expensive.
But to film producer koso zaloy, it is a diverse, complete opposite field, yeah. From a chef on board a cruise liner to go into film production and film scripting. How this is? I can just,
I was in Saudi Arabia, sir. The Mazak Daktula part of life is that I worked 2 years in Saudi Arabia. I saw one movie, not without my daughter. That movie is here like a Bible. And then I said, why I cannot make a movie like this for my people? And then I came and I wrote a movie, The Victim, based on a true story of a Goan family combined together, and I made that film with 7 different Bollywood actors, 8 DSLR cameras, and everything on a microchip, completely digital. And I spent a lot of money. There was 1.2 CR for that movie. Entire life's earning was thrown there.
Did you recover that at
No.
least?
Not even 5%.
This is perhaps where our talented people are not coming
Failing,
forward,
yeah.
and they fail. Okay, Jerry, is playing drums your passion or a second profession?
It's. I hope my wife is not listening to this. Drums is very close to me, to my heart, next to Bible.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know to read notes.
Okay.
But I can play any music.
How do you distress yourself after maybe 12, 13, 14 hours of
I
work?
sit under the shower. I sit under the shower praying. आणि म्हाका एकल्या फादरान सांगलेलें बाबा शाण्या when you go to shower एक सोतमानता मोड म्हूण आयज पासून सर टच वूड जायती वचून आली when I go to shower पयलीं हांव सायन ऑफ द क्रॉस कोत्ता सोतमानता म्हणटा
In the shower?
इन शावर एक आमचे बापा 3 नमान बरी तेजे भायर हांव शावर केन्नाच घेयना सर.
म्हणटूच तुका शावराक बरो वेळ वेता आसतलो न्ही?
I take my time.
You take your time.
Because
Part of it is
that's
to-
why I wake up early, no? बेगीन
Okay.
उठ्ठा आनी तेगलें काम करता.
Last question,
Yes.
Chef Jerry. आमचो वेळ संपलो.
Yeah.
पूण I cannot go without asking. जेन्ना तूं तारवार वियास कोत्ता, जावं या 3 म्हयन्यांची, 4 म्हयन्यांची, 2 म्हयन्यांची, तेन्ना तुजो घरचो कारभार कोण सांबाळटा? तुवें म्हणलें आपणाक 3, I have got 3 beautiful daughters, you said. So when you have 3 beautiful daughters, you have to have somebody around them to see to their day to day.
I'm very blessed. I have my mother who is currently now 75 years
She's
old.
active.
She is very active. धाकटुली ती मोडकी बायल आमी ते म्हणटा बोगस साहेबा आमी म्हणटा सांफ्रांस साहेबा भशेन तूं ल्हान जायत वयता आमगे म्हणटा. But she is a very short lady. Till today she has taken care of my daughters. Because I was first married, then I got divorced, then I got married again.
I see.
Okay, and my mother did everything, and आयज पासून माझ्या भुरग्यांक the closest friend they have is my mother.
Good. Good. So they live here back home in Goa.
With me, yeah. Oh yes.
Thank you very much, Chef Jerry. It was a pleasure having you in our studios
Thank you.
today.
Thank you so much.
मोगालिस्तानी तर हे जावन आसलेत शेफ जेरी, जे प्रिन्सेस क्रुजाचेर काम करतात एग्जिक्युटीव शेफ म्हणून. तांणी आपलें काळीज उक्तें करून आयज आमचे मुखार कितल्योच वस्तू आमच्या नोदरेक हाडल्यात. कशें एका तारवट्याचें जिवीत, कशी ताची ड्युटी, कसो तो जॉयन जावन आयज ह्या लेवलाचेर पावलो. आनी तांणी आयज सरळ सांगलां आमच्या शिंकलोल्या चेडवांक लेगून तारवार नोकरी करपाक सेफ्टी आसा, जॉब ऑपॉर्च्युनिटी आसात. तर असलेच आनीक जायतेच तारवटी भाव जांकां आमी म्हणटा गोंयचे तारवटी, हेच कार्यावळीन आमी तुमचे मुखार हाडटले. हेच कार्यावळीन गोंयचे तारवटी. कीप वॉचिंग युअर फेवरेट चॅनल, द CCR TV channel. Thank you.